we continue nominations week here in the Senate Finance Committee. And today we will be welcoming Katherine, President Biden's nominee to serve as the United States Trade Representative. I want to begin this way. America's trade policy needs to be smarter and stronger. 4 more years of mean tweets and chaos from the White House won't cut it when our country is calling for more high-skill, high-wage jobs. Fortunately, chaos is not President Biden's style. A smarter, stronger trade policy requires a savvy leader at the U.S. Trade Representative who understands what working Americans are actually going through and knows how to develop a path for them to get ahead. That is precisely what Katherine will bring to this job. Ms. has a wealth of experience working on trade policy from just about every angle. She's got leadership experience fighting back against China's trade cheating. She was at the forefront of efforts to improve the new NAFTA when the previous administration handed the Congress a deal that wasn't good enough for American jobs. She's got a proven track record of achieving wins for workers and businesses, for the environment, for ranchers, farmers, and innovators. And as colleagues know, and I saw everyone visiting before we started, she is no stranger to us at the Finance Committee. We worked very closely with her, the Ways and Means Committee, and at USTR prior to that. So we're going to have a lot to do in the months ahead. In my view, it starts with developing a tougher, new approach to China. To the extent that the previous administration ever had a strategy beyond the ex-president's gut impulses, it just didn't get the job done. The China market is now more closed off to American goods and services today than it was 4 years ago. There hasn't been any real change to the trade ripoffs that wiped out so many American jobs and stole so many innovative ideas over the decades. I am confident that President Biden and Ms. will do better. The committee is also going to put a special focus on ending the import of goods produced with forced labor. It's enough that forced labor is morally repugnant. It's also true that when American workers have to compete with slave labor, everybody loses. It's a race to absolute rock bottom for workers' wages. Next, the United States needs a full blockade against other countries' discriminatory policies aimed at knifing our industries with taxes where America leads, such as digital goods and services. Trade in stolen timber and other natural resources that damage the environment and edge out hardworking Americans in the forestry sector have to be stopped. There's a lot of work to be done when it comes to implementing the new NAFTA. Ms. knows firsthand that the new NAFTA raised the bar for labor standards, environmental rules, and digital trade. But the agreement only delivers for American workers and businesses if it's implemented and enforced the right way. We want to work with the USTR on that process. Bottom line, getting trade done right is heavy lifting. It's not just about angry tweets and flimsy trade deals that produce more headlines than good-paying jobs. Trade done right is about strong enforcement that protects American workers and businesses and creates new opportunities to raise wages and increase our exports. It raises the bar for labor and environmental standards and digital rules around the world so the global economy competes on our terms. A U.S. trade representative leads the effort, but it also involves other agencies, Customs and Border Protection, as well as the Departments of Commerce and Agriculture, State, the Treasury, and others. And it requires strong and steady relationships with our international economic allies. None of that came easily to the last administration. In my view, the chaos that came out of the White House over the last 4 years cost a lot of opportunities to help our workers actually get ahead. So I'm glad that President Biden is already taking a different tack, and in my view, he made a superb choice for U.S. Trade Representative. I trust Ms. judgment. We know the depth of her experience. She's the daughter of immigrants to the United States. As a first-generation immigrant myself, I know how much it means to give back to the country that welcomed in our families. And rounding out a week of historic firsts here in this hearing room, she would be the first woman of color to serve as U.S. Trade Representative. She's got a lot of fans on both sides of the committee. I'm pleased to be able to support her nomination. I thank her for coming today,